That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. That's another Titans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Blue draw quarters.
On second down now, it's Henry. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Tannehill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
60 outlaw. 55.
Sony Michel, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3. 218. Chop.
They'll run with Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's set away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Rivers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check. Slide. No. Hey. Get it.
Now Michelle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Hey!
He's checking crack.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Ready?
Allen now looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 30 base. Now. Go.
Right there in the middle. 55. I know he ain't got it. Check. Lucky.
Yep.
Check 4.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
Watch quick.
Yo, go.
Watch quick.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On third down, Michelle. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he gets them a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Bolden. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
61, matchbox, right.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check right. Watching your five.
They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah. He's coming in motion. Hey. You go tight. You got tight.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Hey! Hard!
Here's Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Check, Charlie, 64, weak, hit it.
They begin with Henry. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Henry running right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Michelle running right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard scamper. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. the gun. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tannehill now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Go! Bang, 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 bang!
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Malcolm Butler, of course, you remember, a former Patriot, in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time. 55.
Throwing now is Allen. Throw caught here by Bird. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 63 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight down. There you go.
Check 6-6. Pull it high.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 94. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go. Go out. Shoot.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
5. 51 the mic.
They snap it to Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st down, Michel. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 50, plant. Look at me. Zipper. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We're taking wins home.
On the ground, Michel. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 37-yard line.
Ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Draw play. This is Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
trying to improvise. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Let's go now. Recon, 152 fighter. Under crunch. Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
And it's Michelle once again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Allen going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. With it is Jackson. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He finds Humphreys and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. And caught by Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional.